Canon has created the new Canon dual fisheye lens for its new VR video system. It
It
looks
looks cool.
it looks cool. You know what it looks like? Do you remember the
Mm.
movie Short Circuit
Yeah, Johnny
with the
Five is
little
alive.
Johnny Five? It looks like his
Yeah.
eyes.
Must get input.
Input. Yeah. So this is for recording VR and AR.
Right.
And don't get me to explain the difference.
Yeah. Yeah. We won't go
We're
there.
not going to go there.
No.
Because we'll just be lost and everybody's going to leave. So this lens, it's dual lens in one lens. And
Right.
it's functional with the Canon R5, which is an 8K camera. So what that looks like is that one right there. That's the Canon R5.
Right.
And so you need that camera for it to work. I'm assuming eventually there'll be other cameras that this will work with. But it essentially allows you to record in VR on that and AR. And I'm assuming this would be for different companies who want to create that sort of thing. Now, the cool thing is there are plugins as well. It was saying, oh, that's a cool shot of it, actually. But there are plugins for Adobe Premiere apparently now, so you can edit the content for VR with this.
Right.
So that's kind of cool.
Which is a big deal, so that the workflow is there. You don't just have the hardware without a solution. There's the hardware and the software solution already ready to go.
Yeah.
Because it would be a pain if this existed and there wasn't software. Then you would have to have like companies making their own software, which is expensive. How do you work with it?
Yeah.
So that's a big deal. I was just considering like the savings this probably is for like certain studios and stuff, because the alternative, because the pricing for this is roughly $2,000 American,
Yeah.
which is, in the world of cameras and stuff and professional industry, is cheap.
Yeah.
This is cheap, even for entry level, and possibly even hobby level for those who have a bit of spare money. This is accessible.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, for not like for myself, I
So-
can't.
Okay, let's just say this. So the R5 is I think about 3,900 US. So you're
Yeah.
pulling up on $6,000 for this set. The camera and the lens.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're going out and getting this for $500. It's
No.
it's still hefty in price. But like you say, if you're a business or you're someone into like creating that sort of content, I think that's a bargain.
Yeah, and because the alternative, like I don't know it, but I feel like the alternative to this stuff is like $30,000 plus setups. Like I feel like you either.
Yeah.
So when you look at the price difference, you're probably either getting this or a $30,000 plus setup somewhere, and
Yeah.
suddenly it's actually possible for people who don't have huge budgets to actually get into VR recording.
And some of the things that they're talking about in this article are companies starting to do like VR wedding recording,
Oh, yeah,
journalism, sports,
yeah.
training videos, and different events. So, yeah, like if you could watch sort of a VR wedding, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, it could be. I'd like to see some cool, like, I think this could be really well used. It'll be interesting to see. So one thing I want to know is, if you do film with it, can you also get a good standard regular shot from it as well? Like,
Yeah.
can you have your VR, but can you also have your, like, can it...
So, in the article I was reading, I think there's kind of the focus is slightly different on each of them.
Okay.
But there is like an Allen key thing somehow that you can adjust the focus so they're the same.
Okay.
I don't want to
I
go
see.
too in depth of how that might work, but I
Right.
could see the potential that you could somehow still use it in other modes and things as well. So
I just mean is that could you take your VR footage and repurpose it for those who don't have VR setups and use the same footage and have it like reasonable?
oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. It's good to say. Good to know.
So, because if I was the only photographer for a wedding, I don't want to commit myself to a VR lens, because then everyone, if I can't get good footage.
I would say you probably need 2 photographers then at the wedding. And
yeah. Like if you're going solo, I wouldn't want to be doing a VR thing. But
you can put it on your head and then.
That's true. That wouldn't look weird at all.
No.
Need more input. Yeah.
Yeah. Input. Johnny 5. Awesome.
Anyways, this seems really cool.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing this like actually being used, and it'll probably sell well within its target market. So.
Yeah, I think so as well. And everybody's just like scratching their heads going, what are you guys talking about? Johnny 5 is alive and well. All right, let's move on.